Welcome back to Nelsonology Media. Today we are gonna talk about indoor plants and whether you should get some in your house and what types are best for you, especially if you have poor lighting. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and hit the bell icon. Stay tuned.
Nelsonology Media. Entertain, educate, rejuvenate.
Indoor plants are beneficial to one's general health and well-being. Studies have proven that introducing some form of nature to the house, office, or indoor space, in the form of plants, has multiple health benefits. One may believe that, because they are indoors and their home is clean, they are safer than being outside in a polluted environment, but this is untrue. Indoors can be just as polluted, if not more so, than outside. But how? And why? Toxins, dust, and other chemicals do not always make it out of the indoor area and end up floating around. With air filled with toxins, someone is certain to get sick at some point. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and release fresh oxygen, which helps to purify the air around them. Stay with us in this video as you will learn about proven toxin-eliminating houseplants. Not only do houseplants purify the air and prevents you from becoming sick, but they are also therapeutic and can really add beauty and transform a room. They add a small amount of moisture to the air, which might help to relax your senses during the dry winter months. One of the most critical aspects of cultivating houseplants is light. Light, oxygen, and water is turned into energy through a process called photosynthesis. This energy is necessary for plants to grow, blossom, and generate seeds. Some dwellings, however, are not as well lit as others, whether due to the season, the convenience of power, or perhaps by choice. In this video you are going to learn about several lovely houseplants that require less light to survive and do so much to adorn your home. Let's get started. We kick things off with Anthurium. Also called flamingo flower for their unique tropical shape, you can plant them year-round and they bloom throughout the year. Anthuriums need medium to bright light to bloom, but they will survive and grow, but not flower, in low light conditions. These are absolutely beautiful plants to have in your house. Next up we have Schefflera Arboricola. Schefflera Arboricola is a flowering Araliaceae plant native to Taiwan and China's Hainan province. It's known as the dwarf umbrella tree because it looks like a miniature umbrella tree. If possible, the plant loves light, but it can adapt to a wide range of light levels. It likes moisture and humidity as a tropical plant, but don't let it sit in water after you water it. Allow the soil to dry out between waterings as it prefers to be damp but not soggy. Lucky bamboo. Lucky bamboo is actually a Dracaena species and not a bamboo. These plants are considered to provide good fortune and luck to those who possess them, particularly if they were given as gifts. They are more tolerant to insufficient light than excessive light. However, if the plant begins to expand or the green disappears, give it more light. Our fourth plant is the Chinese evergreen. The easy-to-grow houseplant that thrives in almost any indoor environment. The Chinese evergreen are some of the most popular houseplants, and the variety of colors it comes in from dark green to silver to red adds flair to your home's aesthetics. The Chinese evergreen is a beautiful decorative plant native to Asia that comes in a lot of intriguing varieties. They all feature broad, narrow, glossy oval leaves on short stalks and blooms in the spring or summer on older plants. The plant is easy to care for because it requires almost no attention. Just note the darker the colors of the leaves, the less light it needs. You should have no trouble helping your Chinese evergreen thrive once you remember that. The spider plant. The Chlorophytum comosum, popularly known as spider plant, spider ivy, ribbon plant, and hen and chickens, is a type of evergreen perennial flowering plant. It is endemic to tropical and southern Africa, but has spread around the world as a weed. Spider plants tend to grow in light shade outside. They can withstand a lot of shade, but their growth will be stunted. Because direct sunlight might scorch the leaves, it is best to place them indoors, near a window or patio door that receives indirect sunshine. Next on the list we have the bird's nest fern. Look no farther than the popular bird's nest fern if you're looking for the ideal tropical houseplant. This plant will offer a brilliant flash of green to any environment all year long due to its tropical fronds that grow out of a central rosette. Indoors, it's one of the easiest ferns to care for. It can tolerate low, indirect light, but thrives in medium to bright indirect light. Water it every 1 to 2 weeks, allowing half of the soil to dry out in between waterings. Watering should be done more frequently in better light and less frequently in lower light. Cast iron plant. Aspidistra, also known as cast iron plant, is a common foliage plant that can be used as a landscape plant in shady places with mild winters or as a houseplant in other climates. They're grown for their ability to withstand neglect and shady environments both inside and out. Eighth on the list is the bamboo palm. The bamboo palm is a tropical indoor houseplant that works well in a variety of settings. This plant, unlike actual bamboo, requires no upkeep and is simple to care for. Bamboo palms are native to the woods of Mexico and Central America, and unlike other palms, they grow in the shade of larger trees, making them adaptable to less than ideal lighting circumstances. It ranks highly on NASA's list of air purifying plants, making it an excellent choice for the home or office. So guys, this plant is proven to purify the air and is among many. Dragon tree. If you have the room, a Madagascar dragon tree is a striking addition. Its daring, vertical design adds energy to any room by punctuating the decor like an exclamation point. The colors of the dragon tree are brightest when planted near a sunny window, but they can also thrive in a dark hideaway. In all seriousness, though, the dragon tree is tolerant of low light, even in a sun-deprived region. So it's perfect indoors and in a dark room. Next up is the mother-in-law's tongue. The mother-in-law's tongue, also known as snake plant, is a flowering plant grown for its long, silky sword-like leaves. Because of its low and high solar light tolerance and ease of watering, this is a slow-growing plant that anyone can grow. While all plants filter airborne pollutants, NASA has identified the snake plant as one of the top plants for eliminating benzene, formaldehyde, and other hazardous toxins. In regards to your pet though, if your cat or dog eats any part of this plant, they may become sick, vomit, or have diarrhea. Guys, please punch the like button if you like this content and subscribe if you haven't as yet. The peace lily. The peace lily is a vivid and beautiful perennial that brings life to any environment. It is native to the tropical jungles of America. Peace lilies can reach a height of 24 to 40 inches, whereas premium plants can reach a height of 32 to 50 inches. The peace lily has white blossoms that bloom in the spring. Plants that have been well cared for may bloom again in the fall. Blooms can last up to 2 months and are followed by a period of non-blooming. These lilies thrive in dimly lit areas like offices, bedrooms, and hospital rooms. When you consider how easy the peace lily is to care for and how it helps to purify the air we breathe, it's easy to see why it's such a popular houseplant. Last but definitely not least on the list is the Japanese Aralia. The low-light indoor tree Japanese Aralia is an excellent choice for tall plants for dark areas. Although it is essentially a shrub, it can be grown as a tiny tree indoors. It thrives in low light and provides beautiful leaves. In the winter, Japanese Aralia can withstand temperatures below freezing, making it an excellent choice for a gloomy entryway or corridor near doors. It can withstand chilly gusts and doesn't require much light to keep its luxuriant foliage. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. We hope that we have added some value to your life in some way. If you were considering getting indoor plants, please try one of the ones we mentioned. Thank you for watching and supporting. Please check out some of our other videos as we grow together. Thank you again. Peace.
Nelsnology Media. Entertain, educate, rejuvenate.